This is my first video, so yeah, sorry about the lighting. The light's above my head, like right there. Well, anyway, I wanted to tell you my story about bullying, being bullied, and what I almost did because of it. Well, first off, I'm Jess, loves Eric, X4333, as you see. Um, I just wanted to say how, like, it affected me. So, there you go. It all started in 5th grade when I dated this kid, Kevin. Well, me and him broke up, and I went out with this kid, Jay, we'll call him. And we and him eventually broke up for some reason that I can't say right now because I don't want to be upset. And that's when it started. Kevin started saying rumors about me, how, oh, she cheated on me, she did this, she did that. Well, I didn't cheat on him, actually, but it hasn't stopped. I'm a sophomore now, I'm 16 years old, and it still keeps going on and on and on, and I can't stop it. I tell, like, everyone. And it's come to the point where last year I started going out with his friend Eric, and Kevin kept saying things like, oh, she's a mustache girl, she's a whore, she's dirty, she goes around, don't believe her, she's a cheater. Like, no, I'm really not. I'm like the nicest girl you ever meet, and if you sit here and you piss me off, obviously I'm gonna sit here and give you an attitude about it and be mean. Like, don't do that. Like, I'm a nice person. Why would you be mean to me if I didn't do anything? So I started dating his friend Eric, and he kept saying things, and he would say them around Eric, and he wouldn't do anything about it. And it got bad to the point where I was hearing it from half of the school that were actually my friends that were like, oh, I don't believe him. He says all this stuff. Well, now I was like, I confronted him, like, I'm like, you need to stop. And I went up to the social workers and I was telling them, and he was with me, and he kept denying it. And I was like, Eric, like, you're my boyfriend. You can't just sit here and say, oh, I love you, and then, like, go ahead and laugh about it. Like, you have to sit here and actually stick up for me. And now this year, sophomore year, he is in my English class and won't stop looking at me. And he still calls me mustache girl and all this stuff behind my back. But he can go ahead and call me that. I don't care, because no one knows this from my school, but I have thyroid disease, and I can't control what happens to my body. I can't control if you're gonna sit here and call me fat. I can't control that. Like, I've already tried to lose weight. I've tried to stop eating. I've tried all this stuff, and I just can't because my disease. And I have another one, but I don't know the name, and that causes me to gain and lose weight constantly. And right now it's at the point where I'm gaining, and I hate it very much. And right now we're in caps, and today someone had to sit here and say that I was gay and a queer and throw papers at me, and now tomorrow they want to throw a pencil at me. Alright, well, cool, go ahead. I don't care if you're going to sit here and do that, but can you at least say it's my face is the one thing I want. Like, don't do it behind my back, please. Like, you're sitting right there next to me, obviously I can hear you. So I got that, and I told Eric, and now he wants to beat the shit out of them. He's changed to the point where, yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I'll do this, I'll do that, but he's got to the point where he's violent. And I like that because he confronts the people that bully me, and they're like, oh, I'll stop, and then you never hear from them again. But the bullying, the name calling, and all that has gotten to the point where I've started cutting myself. And September of 2011 or 2011, I tried to commit suicide the day before freshman year because I couldn't take it anymore. And I failed and was sent to the hospital, and now I'm in counseling for it. I still cut myself, and my counselor does know that and won't do anything about it. But once you're called names for like the longest time, like half your freaking school year, it gets to you. Like, okay, I've been called ugly. I know I'm ugly. Like, look at me. I'm ugly. I know that. Like, don't sit here and don't. If you want to say it to my face. I know I am. Once like they say it your whole life, you start believing it, and that's what I did. I started believing it. So now you're gonna call me ugly. Okay, I'm gonna look at you and say, yeah, I know I am. I don't care. But if you sit here and you call me a whore, like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm not like that. Yeah, I'll date a guy, but the closest I'll get is kissing him because I'm not like that. I'm not going into, like, wanting to have sex and get pregnant and knocked up like half the chicks in freaking my school. And it's gross. Like, I don't want a child and ruin my whole life. I'm only 16. But, like, I still have thoughts and stuff, and, like, I still cut and stuff, but, like, I can't take it anymore. And, like, I've told the school a whole bunch of times last year about this kid and about the kids this year, like, today, like I said, when they're on paper and stuff, and nothing is being done. They're sitting there, they're still doing it, they're still saying it. They won't say it to my face, but I still hear that they are. And, like, they don't see it, but you will make someone commit suicide because of what you're saying. Like, that hurts. Like, yeah, Kevin. Alright, so we did this assignment in English class. I know you don't care, but I want to tell you anyway. And it was about basically bullying. And he wrote down how, I've been bullied. It's not fun. It hurts. It makes you emotional or whatever, depressed. Yeah. Well, I wrote down my experience that had to do with him and how it was basically his fault and he knew he got called out on it. And, yeah. So, like, that's basically why he doesn't say it to my face anymore. But, I mean, like, say it in front of me, basically, not in my face. But I wish he would say it to my face. But, like, I'm kind of happy that I'm with Eric because, like, it's helpful because he makes me feel like I'm safe. He makes me feel like I know no one's going to sit here and hurt me. Like, I don't care if you're going to sit here and say things about me, like, but I would like if you would confront me about it first if you hear it from someone instead of going around and spreading it because it hurts me even more than you think. And then you make people hate me that don't even know me. Like, get to know me, please, and then judge me if you don't like me, if you don't like the way I'm, like, the way I talk to you or the way I treat you, like, then tell me. Like, don't sit here and believe what other people say and all the rumors. Because, no, I'm not a cheater. No, I'm not a whore. No, I'm not any of those things. No, I'm not queer. No, I'm not gay. I don't like girls. I like men. I like boys. I like my boyfriend. I love my boyfriend. Like, I'm not like that. And, like, it just hurts me that, like, no one will do anything about bullying and just they have to sit here and do nothing about it but look at them and say, oh, you gotta stop. And then they just do it again. Like, yeah, I know telling isn't the best thing to do, but it is at the same time because, like, you don't know, but, like, yeah, maybe the bully will sit here and get mad at you and say, oh, you told on me, you're a tattletale, now I'm going to hurt you even more, because now I'm even more mad at you. Well, okay, but I did the right thing, because I don't want to sit here and get called freaking a whore. Like, I'm sorry if you really want to sit here and do that, but I mean, if you really want to judge me, say it to my face and not to your friends, who are also my friends, that have to just sit here and ditch me for it. But yeah, I promise if I make another video, it won't be 10 minutes long. It's my first time, like I said, and I just wanted to say that, and how, like, once you're bullied, it hurts. And I know if your parents won't see it, and I know they'll sit here and say, oh, it's just a phase, boys will be boys, girls will be girls. Like, I know it hurts. I'm the same place where you are. You're not alone. But, like, my hair will go down. But just like, if you're religious and you believe in God, like, pray, go to God. He will help if you go to Him, and it's helpful. Don't sit here and hide it and let it hurt you. I know, because I have depression, because my life is, like, messed up too, and there's more reasons why I cut and try to commit suicide, but I basically just can't do it, and I'll probably put it in another video to tell you guys, because I want to get my story out there. Sorry, I thought someone was at my door. But, yeah, so so thanks for watching. If you bothered to watch it all, probably not, but thanks, bye.